All right, we're going to start off this trip with the Hopworks Urban Brewery Company, the Hub. They're from Portland, Oregon. This one will be the Ferocious Citrus IPA. It's an India Pale Ale with a grapefruit in it. They always have some pretty interesting labels. So, yeah. So this one has 40 IBUs, and it's
not a ton for an IPA.
Yeah, they are usually higher, aren't they?
Oh, way higher.
Yeah.
40's pretty low on the scale for IPA. Interesting.
Yeah. 6.2 alcohol by volume. So, all right.
Hazy, like they say, golden color.
Mm-hmm. Nice pillowy head too.
Indeed. Yeah, real tight.
Not sure.
Boy, it smells hoppy.
Yeah, it does.
You get that citrus, grapefruity aroma very subtly.
Mm-hmm.
Not super strong, but you get a great hop nose out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like more than I would think for a 40 IBU, so maybe it has a ton of lower alpha acid hops in it to give it much more, I don't know, hop presence and flavor and intensity without maybe adding a lot of that bitterness.
Right. Yeah. It's got that nice sweet smell of the grapefruit.
It's dry.
Very.
Really dry.
Oh yeah, very.
A little bit grapefruity, a little tiny bit in the finish, not hoppy.
Oh yeah, right at the start and then right at the finish.
I mean, that 40 IBUs, I figured it wouldn't be real bitter, and it's not. God damn, that's a really good drinking beer.
Yeah, it's fucking, this is ice cold out of the fucking ice chest, and it's
Not as much citrus as I would have thought about it.
Well, yeah, it smells more citrusy than it is.
Even looking at the pour too, how hazy the pour was, I was thinking, oh man, it's gonna be kind of, you know, grapefruity, and it's like a little bit in there, not
Yeah,
not a ton.
it's crisp and then it dries out.
Uh-huh.
It's a fucking definite warm weather drink. So
Boy, it's easy to drink. God, that's good. Just almost a smidge of bitterness at the very end after like a second or third drink, you know, tiny bit. But great hop, a little bit of hop flavor out of it.
Yeah.
Kind of just like a lighter pale ale sort of hoppy character, you know, not IPA-ish at all.
No,
Like not
it kind of smells it, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's fucking wonderful. Very cold and crisp. I like that.
Me
Like,
too. And I really like that grapefruit kind of just essence and aroma. It's almost like the citrus notes you get out of some hops anyway. And I think it just blends really well with it.
Yeah.
Like it's super well balanced. I even like the dryness out of it. It just makes it even
Yeah,
that
it's
much
not
more
so-
kind of crisp.
Yeah, it's not so dry where it's like, you know.
Not much of a linger on anything, though. I don't get any lingering maltiness or hops or even the citrus for that matter. It just kind of it's just sort of dry and then fades away a little bit.
Dissipates, yeah. Fuck.
I would almost expect for, what is it, 6 point what alcohol?
6.2.
I would have expected maybe a little more maltiness out of it for having, you know, that much booze. But
Yeah.
the fact that it's really dry kind of speaks to that. So, like instead of having a larger grain bill and producing a higher gravity beer to ferment to begin with, probably maybe a little lower original, but a very low terminal gravity after fermentation. So there's no residual sweetness or sugars left. It's like fermented the fuck out of it, and now it's real dry.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job.
It's fantastic. I love it.
This, they're also known for their restaurant, so a lot of the foods that they have there would go well with this, like the pizzas, calzones, sandwiches.
Yeah, they have a ton of different artisan pizzas there. It's not just your typical you know, pepperoni sausage type stuff. They have an awesome flank steak one, and there was one with like artichoke, kind of a Greek type of thing that was real good. It would go well with this.
Oh, yeah.
Even just something like a typical traditional wood-fired margarita with the tomato and basil and you know, sliced mozzarella on top and stuff with the fiery crust would be really good.
Yeah. Yeah, their sandwiches and stuff would go great with this too. This is definitely like a summery type of thing. It is a seasonal.
I would love to see it like with some fish tacos or something too. Would be fantastic.
Oh yeah.
It's not overly bitter, and it would lend itself to a lot of stuff. But I think it, being as dry and subtle as it is, you know, would be good with kind of some spicier things. Like fish tacos would be. I don't know if it'd be really good with like a flank steak, or it'd be good with chicken, but
Chicken, yeah.
like heavier type things, but lighter, like shrimp or you know, a good like grilled sea bass taco, or you know, something like that. Some seared tuna might be good with that.
Yeah, this would complement some smoked salmon too. Like
It would.
it just, you know, it's not gonna overpower that flavor or anything. Kind of mix well. So I'm impressed. I mean, it's been a while since I've had any of their stuff, but every time it's like,
Yeah, I love it. It reminds me a little of that Outburst we reviewed too, where we thought it was going to be maybe a little more citrusy and fruity than it was, but it wasn't.
Absolutely.
Like if you didn't tell me it had grapefruit in it, I may not know.
Right.
Like it would just taste like an IPA that had kind of some citrus notes from the hops that went into it.
Yeah.
I think it's, I mean, it could, if you had more citrus in it, it would be fine. Like it would be okay. But this is probably more versatile and rounded.
Yeah.
Just being a little dry, and God, what a nose, man. It smells
Yeah,
amazing. All those elements together.
Fuck yeah.
A little malty, a little yeasty kind of smelling too. It's great. Definitely
Oh yeah.
thumbs up.
Ferocious Citrus IPA. Their beer's great. Their food's great. If you ever get a chance to eat there.
Yeah, if you can pick one up, get it.
Yep.
It's good.